Welcome to another episode of Three Hungry Guys. Today I'm with Jen from Savory Collections, and we're here at Catering Works in Raleigh. Recently we were at a fundraiser that they were raising money for the Lucia Center, and they had a competition called Cooking for a Classic. The competition involved 16 chefs from the area, all competing head-to-head against each other. There was a grand prize winner who actually won this car. There's a lot of famous chefs in the area, but you never think of catering chefs. We go to this competition, and lo and behold, a chef, Rich Carter, working for Catering Works, won the competition and won the car.
So you might think that owning and operating a restaurant might be hard, but these guys are feeding up to 1,000 people per day, along with offerings like cake, flowers, linen, set pieces.
You know, you're at a big event at some big corporate company, and you're having a nice hors d'oeuvre and a meal, and ice carving is there, and you don't realize that's probably Catering Works supplying the food that you're enjoying. So let me introduce to you Rich Carter, the winner of Cooking for a Classic, and he'll be taking us on our tour. Take it away, Rich. First of all, let me say congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Give us a little bit of your background, first of all, on how you got into cooking, or...
I'm from upstate New York. Been cooking for about 20 years. I moved down here 10, and I've been working for Catering Works since I've moved down here. The environment here is an amazing one where you get a lot of opportunity to express yourself and be creative, and there's a really great team environment, so food is something that's very close to all of us.
So when you won, what was that feeling at that moment? Did you feel like you just won the Super Bowl?
Man, it was awesome.
You actually won a Corvette.
Yeah.
So it was like winning a Super Bowl, MVP, you know?
I'm coming up to getting close to 40, so like a Corvette and a midlife crisis is right there for me, so it was like the perfect timing, you know?
So I'm in the kitchen with Rich, and we're gonna make one of my favorite dishes. I love ceviche, and he's gonna take us through today. We're gonna make a Peruvian scallop ceviche.
We decided that we wanted to focus on Peru to make the ceviche. The three ingredients that we're really excited about using are ricotta peppers, Aji Amarillo, and Peruvian corn, which will give us that really authentic feel that we're looking for. So what I did is I took a sweet potato and I cut it down into a block that looks a lot like this, and I put it through the mandolin to get thin strips. We steam these and then we deep fried them, and we create a chip, as you can see over here. Dry scallops that we punched into a little tiny container, into a little piece here, using like a little punch like this. And what we're going to do is we're going to take some fresh lime juice, the garlic, and we take a little bit of orange juice to kind of just add to the acidity, and we're going to just pour this directly in here. Okay. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to add in some diced red onion, ricotta pepper. So we're going to add this in here. Touch of salt, touch of pepper, and we'll just let this sit for a little while to be the base of the scallop ceviche. So now the next thing that I think is really cool is the Aji Amarillo. The Aji Amarillo, cut it in half, it's got these seeds, there's a lot of heat and stuff in the membrane, so you want to clean it out. So what we did is we just have a small dice like this. We're gonna just saute this for about 1.5 minutes with some fresh garlic, and then we're gonna puree it, and that'll be a sauce that we're gonna add to the end. So it'll be an Aji Amarillo sauce that's gonna go on the top of this. Yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna cook this pepper down to just try to open it up, and we're gonna try to like roast the garlic a little bit, bring out some of the aromatics before we add it to the KitchenAid. So we took the sauteed Aji Amarillo pepper and the roasted garlic that we've cooked together, and now we put it into the Vitamix, and we're gonna puree it with some olive oil. So that's the sauce. So the other ingredient that I'd like to show you is the Peruvian corn. It's really cool. It comes in gigantic. So basically I just saute them in a little bit of olive oil until they get nice and golden. I toss them with a little bit of salt and pepper and a little bit of some smoked paprika. To finish this dish, we're just gonna finish it with these three items here. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna place 2 of these on each one. We're gonna take a little bit of this lettuce here and take a dollop of the sauce.
And there you have it. Beautiful.
Give it a try, Mike. Let's see what you think.
I said, I love ceviche. That's perfect. So I'm with Jill Santa Lucia, the owner and founder of Catering Works. So Jill, tell us how you got started in the business.
I really started in high school. My passion for cooking came out then. I grew up with a single mom, and I realized very quickly that the way to make her happy was to make dinner every night. I had attended a wedding and that was catered when I was in high school, and I remember thinking, wow, this is so nice. Like, it just, everything was like a pretty little present. And I thought, oh, I want to do that.
So when you first started, how big was your crew?
So our first crew was 5 people. There's 5 of us that did everything.
She's gone from 5 employees to over 150. Has been named one of the top women entrepreneurs in the Triangle area, and is probably the biggest and best caterer in the area. Thanks for having us out
Yeah,
to
well,
your
thank
facility.
you for coming out. We appreciate it very much.
All right. Well, that's it for this episode of 3 Hungry Guys. Unfortunately, this being only a 2-seater, there's only room for 1 and Rich. So not only going to say goodbye to my audience, I'm going to say goodbye to Jen as well.